headquarters of the Lion's Arch Guard, and location of Captain Logan Thackeray. Not really much here. I don't want to talk to Logan. He sucks. Now we'll move on to this next area, the Queen's Throne Room, to go and speak with Queen Jenna. One of the more controversial rulers. I've given my thoughts, but on the other hand, she does have a cat named Shadow, who's very fat. Look at that cat. Look at that cat. It's very cute. Also, yeah, proof about the throne thing. Queen Jenna gives you a stern look as you approach the throne. You notice Countess Anise suddenly shake her head. Better not. You just get like a nasty look for trying to sit on the throne. It's very funny. Oh boy. Alright. Next up is the Shrine of the Six. The shrine dedicated to the 6 human gods: Dwayna, Melandru, Cormyr, Lysa, Greneth, and Balthazar. Or Grenth. Grenth. Not Greneth, like I used to say when I was younger. Well, I mean, she's got a lot on her shoulders, as is. Plus, you know, she is one of the most powerful mesmers in the world, so she can do a whole lot worse than just give you a stern look. Be glad that that's all you're getting. Okay, let's just poke through here as I accidentally walk into another wall. Toby Tooby. Alright. Time to start exploring from one end of the spoke to the other. Little fun note as well for some of you who are, well, the type to play an MMO and more full-blown roleplay. This is one of the primary hub areas that a lot of, MMO role players will tend to locate. There we go, get this very lovely view. Divinity's Reach is a very beautiful city. I wish I could, I hope to eventually world build and create a setting like it one day. Alright, first, the Skull Plaza. And now we will loop around and head up towards that cemetery where we can go and get a vista view of this graveyard. Very somber, very beautiful, very lovely. And of course, it's adjacent to the... There we go. Alright. Alright, there we go. The Grenth waypoint has been discovered. A little fun detail as well. In the original Guild Wars, Divinity's Reach is actually built on top of the original Ascalonian settlement after the people who lived in Ascalon were displaced by the Searing. And so it just grew up from being into being a city after it was the original capital of Lion's Arch was moved.
My sister's getting married.
And flying on up, there we go, the Balthazar waypoint. Balthazar, human god of war. Okay, flip. And there we got the Crown Pavilion. Whenever the Festival of Four Winds happens, we have massive Battle Royale events located down here. It's a lot of fun. Alright, here's Vigil Keep, or Vigil Hall, the headquarters of the Vigil, whom we are not a part of. We are the Order of Whispers. So it does not matter. Nope, I almost missed one. Aha. That can sneak right by me. You know, when they finally added when they added mounts that could be able to climb and fly, the ability to finally actually climb up on top of these giant domed wings was extremely satisfying to pull off. Yeah. Alright, Melandru, goddess of nature and the hunt. She's got a little tucked away grove, and I need to be very careful. Whoop, there we go. Oh, Rhea was flying. Anti-grav red panda. Just floating there. Suspended above. Whoop, I am getting some messages. Alright, there we go. Next up to Hadrian's Menagerie, because Divinity's Reach seems to be in a constant state of festivals and fairgrounds in order to hide the fact that the world is awful and constantly falling apart. I'm sure you probably noticed the decorations and like all the carnival aesthetics that are all around here. It is literally from mandate from the ministers to keep the human populace complacent in a yeah, that's it. Yeah, complacent, that's the word I'm looking for. All right. No, enemy factions. What other ones? Okay. And we have another level up. Boom. Let's go with some gloves. And hopefully... Nope, I don't need that one. And hopefully this didn't just change my appearance. Alright. Let's go with Sharpshooter. Maxed out Sharpshooter. Hell yeah. And we'll be able to get that specialization at level 71. Okay. Flying along. Alright, here is, yep, the Dead End Bar. Very fun name for a bar. Ah, and here's one of my favorite little attractions that they have here in Divinity's Reach. Uzalon's Mechanical Orchestra.
So come and dance along.
Look at this thing. Ah, just... Ain't this an absolute masterpiece of craftsmanship? Shame the inventor's a fraud. But it's just very, very cool looking. I love the design of it. Yep, only a subscribe video to decipher this. Alright, let's move along. Ah. Okay. Flying on up. Okay, here we are to the Cormer waypoint, Goddess of Truth. And notably, one of the human, what was I gonna say about Cormer? Oh yeah, human who ascended to godhood, actually. Her entire story is told in the Nightfall campaign for the original Guild Wars. Very fantastic story.
Let's get this over with.
Okay, boop. Rurikton. Oh yeah, that this tavern that I just passed by, the Maiden's Whisper, big hotbed of roleplay communities. Or at least it used to be, back when, way back in the days of long ago. Long ago. What are the words coming out of my mouth? Anyway, here we go. Goddess of Beauty and Illusion. And another Vista. There we go. Just look at this view. All the houses definitely feel stacked right on top of each other. It really does add to a little bit more of a clustered feel to the city, but I like it. I quite like it a lot. Okay. One last place to go. And that's the home instance. Yeah! The home instance of the Salma district, where human characters live. There you go, past the candy corn. Send me to the garden, whee! Traveling in style. Through express piston. Okay, just gotta maneuver through here. It's a very cozy place at the very least. It's always nice to be able to return to your home and visit every now and then. Okay, there's the Ebon Vanguard Hospital. Squeeze through here to enter into Rook's Row. And the last spot, that is Cottage Bend. And, oh, I think I missed something. I missed one spot. Oh no, anxiety. Oh, it's the Derman Hall. Of course it is. And let's just quickly rectify that. Fly away, fly away. There we go. And boom. Divinity's Reach has been completed. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, actually, let me double check my attire. It was stealing my drip. Applied to equipment. There we go. All right. Well, now we got that done. Why don't we do... We'll have to do a little bit more exploring, to say the least, to prepare for this next mission. So, discover 5 waypoints in... Huh. You know, there's one that's actually pretty close by that we can get started on. Let me actually just double check. Still need a rally. Okay. Yep, if we do some of these, I'll be able to get a bit more, to say the least. So, at least we can speed up the leveling up. And what better place to go than the Fields of Ruin? There we go, arriving in Ebonhawk. You know what Ebonhawk kind of reminds me of, for those of you who know my love of Warhammer? It reminds me of if somebody took Middenheim, the city on the mountain, and made it a crater instead. Because this is a stronghold city, to be sure.
Though the hope of a treaty has
Hello,
always
Vanguard
expanded
Moliere.
our walls, we still have issues within. Throughout Ebonhawk's markets and residential areas, human separatists pander their cause, sowing dissension and destruction. We of the Ebon Vanguard have to be vigilant to keep our training and supplies up to these challenges. Even out in the Blackwing excavation, the miners struggle to adjust in these changing times.
Yep, pretty much. Okay. Let's go and get that vista over there, and also see what Watchman Bricken has to say.
As part of our truce with the Char, the legions have moved back from Ebonhawk, allowing us to establish new outposts. Tyler's bivouac is one of these.
There we
They've
go.
run into some trouble getting their footing. It doesn't help that there are Char renegades and human separatists that oppose the truce, seeking to keep the old war alive.
Hooray! Bigotry! Alright, let's get a move on. Starting out with Help the People of Ebonhawk. Tear down separatist propaganda. All that kind of stuff. Let me see. I've got some junk I want